Hello, welcome back to training vlog number 38. This is going over the secondary bench press session for peak week number 2. And as you know, this session is not done all in one day. I've been taking a looser, less strict approach with my training lately, just to help adjust with this peaking phase, as well as adjusting to my new full-time job and doing the coaching as well, working tons of hours a week. I just have to find a way to make it work, and splitting up the training days and taking more rest days in between each session. It's making my block take longer to complete, but since fatigue management is on point and my stress management is on point, I'm not worrying about time management as much. I'm trying to be able to do this while going in the flow of my day-to-day responsibilities, which is keeping my stress low and keeping progression going every week. As you can see, I'm up 40 pounds from a few months ago when I started doing these. Really impressed with how I performed on the flat back work today. 185 is a huge milestone here. Almost got 15 reps on the board press. Next week, 15 reps is coming, mark my words. So after this was all wrapped up, I moved on over to the upright row. Added a couple reps onto here. Now this is one where the progression isn't going to be as fancy as with the flat back board press. I could start, cheating a little bit and getting some body English involved, but at that point, I might as well just start doing a snatch grip high pull. If you're doing upright row, I believe you should keep it fairly strict. A little bit of body English is okay, but if you're jerking around at all, sorry man, that's too much. And that actually wrapped up day 1 of that session. Then on day 2, technically day 3, I tend to take a day off in between these sessions here. So I came back in, started things off with the arms superset with band hammer curls, as well as SSB JM presses. Now if you look in the not shown tab at the end of the video, you will see that I did do a 4th set of these band hammer curls, but I did them at a front angle where the band is in the power rack, about midway on the power rack, and that way I'm like pulling it towards me, curling it towards me. Really lights up the brachialis. Now with the SSB JM press, hit another PR. Every week these are steadily trending up. If you don't know, my goal on these is to get to 201 for a set of 10, or multiple sets of 10 ideally. I think at that point I definitely should have at least a 305, if not a 315 solid paused bench in the tank come my mock meet performance day. Now, if you haven't started doing these yet, I highly recommend you do. It's my favorite tricep movement by far. Allows me to use a lot of weight. I get the pauses in, and that way I have a strict, fixed range of motion, which is something you don't get on the regular JM press. Usually when you're using a regular bar, if you try to touch your face with that bar, it's so thin compared to this pad that you're just going to torque your elbows too much. So the great thing with these weighted push-ups here is I'm able to get a lot out of a little weight, since I'm coming into here with fatigued triceps, and since I'm pretty close grip pusher in general, and my push-ups are fairly tricep dominant. That's going to be a great thing for shoulder health in general. I believe anyone with longevity in mind should do most of their pressing with a neutral or a close grip. That wide grip powerlifting style bench press, might be great for putting up huge numbers, but you're not going to last long doing it like that unless you have just great genetics and you're built to bench. Someone with longer arms like myself is not going to be able to do that. On the spring pull apart here, hit a pretty nice rep PR. I think I'm finally ready to try out 3 springs next week. I look forward to it. I remember when I first started using this thing, 3 springs I could barely budget, but I'm pretty sure next week I'll be able to get at least a few reps. If not, I'm going to probably aim for around 8 to 10 reps total with it. The front pulls are looking pretty good here. Honestly, I'm very pleased with how these are moving and how straight I'm able to get my body. Not able to pause at the top yet, but that will come, especially once I start cutting. Once I'm down in that 200-pound range, best believe I'll be able to hold the front lever. That's all I have to say in this vlog today. Thank you a lot for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for more PRs in the next session. Also, like the video, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment down below too, and let me know some topics you'd like to see me rant on in the future. Have a great day.